it's Nana Diana, and welcome to Storytime, directed and produced by G. Paul Barnes, and starring me. Today we have a book that you might have already read, and it's kind of cute, and it's about a little boy, and his name is Alexander. And the name of the book is Alexander and the Terrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I hope that you're not having a no good, very bad day, but this little boy is. Let's get started. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on this skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And here he is. He's already gotten up, and he has decided it's going to be a terrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. Here he is at breakfast with his brothers. They all have their own cereal boxes, which is very lucky. A long time ago, there was always great toys in the cereal boxes, but not so much anymore. I'm gonna move to Australia. That's pretty far away. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So here's Alexander. He's going to school with a bunch of other kids in a carpool so his mommy doesn't have to drive every day. And he didn't get the good seat by the window. Who wants to be smushed by a bunch of people in a car? At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And here he is, giving his picture to his teacher, and she likes a picture of the sailboat, and his invisible picture of a castle was not a big hit. I don't think it could get any worse, could it? I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream falls apart off the cone and lands in Australia. His friends have decided not to be good friends that day, and they're leaving him all by himself. He's very sad. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds. And Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And here his friends have lovely desserts that their moms have packed in their lunches. Ooh, this does look good with the sprinkles on it, doesn't it? And here's Alexander. He's eating his sandwich and milk. He doesn't have a cupcake like his friends. Does that remind you of a G-Paw story? Has to do with a candy bar in his lunch. Ask him sometime. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said. I'm going to be in Australia. So here he's at the dentist, and his brothers are fine. They don't have any cavities, but he has a cavity. He must not have read that book about the teeth yesterday. Maybe he's not brushing his teeth good. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And, well, here we go. So he has hurt his foot in the elevator door, and now he's gotten all muddy, and his brothers are not being very nice and calling him a crybaby. How mean is that? And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and she scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody, and nobody answered. So not only is he getting in trouble for fighting when he didn't even do anything, but he is just having one thing after another go wrong. He has a very sad face in that picture, doesn't he? So we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. So here they are at the shoe store. This is a long time ago when you tried on your shoes and a man went and got them for you. And his brothers got to get what shoes they wanted, but he didn't get the ones he wanted. He doesn't want those plain white sneakers. He wants ones with stripes on them. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad says please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So now Mom has gone to pick up Dad at the office, and he's made quite a mess of Dad's desk and phone. Everything is all tipped over. Looks like he's still eating an ice cream cone too. And Dad said, don't pick me up anymore. There was lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Here they are at dinner, and there's lima beans on his plate. He does not like lima beans. I don't either. And then the TV show had people kissing on it. Sometimes little boys, girls don't want to see kissing on TV. That's no fun. My bath was too hot and I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. We all have our favorite pajamas. Here he is in his bath. It's too hot. And here he is in those silly pajamas with choo-choo trains on them. Probably would rather have something cooler, like Ninja Turtles or something. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. And here he's finally in bed. The nightlight, the Mickey Mouse nightlight's not working. The cat doesn't want to sleep with him. Wants to sleep with his brother on the top bunk. Just been a very bad day. It looks like it's almost over. Even in Australia. That's what his mom says. They even would have bad days in Australia. And he's finally gone to sleep. And hopefully tomorrow will be a much better day for Alexander, huh? So cute. Well, I hope you are having a fantastic day, doing all kinds of fun things, maybe even jumping in a mud puddle outside in the rain. We love you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.